Well, hi everybody. Yeah, it's a little different look for me. The grease. I'm getting down on jojoba, or I'm getting to the what I call end of life on the castor oil and the vitamin E. So everything's gonna get used up quickly. Oh, let's see. I used the coffee pot for a couple days. And last night I did the one thing that they said, do not do, which is do not forget to put the lid on it. I forgot. Yeah, it was a wreck, coffee was. So I don't know. I think this is going to be a little different of a vlog. I don't know that it's going to be... I don't know what it's going to be. My greasy face should become ungreasy in a minute, believe it or not. But see, I've only found a couple oils that will really work on your skin of all the experimentation I've been doing, because I've been doing it for about almost a decade, I would think. And that is castor oil, which people don't even know about, or they like think of some wise tale that you used to have to eat it or something, you know. They give you castor oil when you're sick or constipated or whatever. I don't actually know what the I had to take castor oil means. Jojoba oil and olive oil. The rest of the oils, you have to remember that, like, okay, if you have oily skin, you definitely want to use a bunch of oil on your skin, because oil promotes the lack of production of oil in your face. I mean, I'm no expert on this, it's just what I know. And the ones that seem to really work are olive oil, I would say, is number one. Number two, jojoba, castor oil, and I really don't have a clear understanding of grapeseed oil because my daughter stole my bottle. But they are all getting to a point where I don't keep an oil after a year. So my body may be bathed in oil. And I'm a little iffy at the vitamin E oil. But the vitamin E is still good whatsoever. Well, anyway, I gotta get busy. I'm making cheese soup. It is raining like crazy here. The furnace is on, and I want some cheddar cheese soup because I decided to take another day off, and so I never got the cheddar cheese. I use Velveeta because American artificial cheese soup. God. So anyway, I'm gonna make some cheese broccoli soup, and so I'm gonna get busy with that and clean up a little and make some coffee. Since the first pot was just a little grindy, it was bad. So I'm gonna see how this pot goes. I'll see you in a minute. Wow, I recorded the coffee pot grinding, but it failed to push the record button. Oh, this is gonna be just bad. Bad. Well, let me get the soup going. Oh, I was gonna tell you, but I can't say it. It's called Sensa. Okay, I'll write it in the down box. But it was cool. I was reading about it. And like, you know, like it's how different people, they believe two neural pathways cross. And so like, you know, like I see the number 1 and somebody sees the color blue. Or there's this, you know, so like the example the one chick was giving is that she always knew if she put the I before E, and it was, you know, because it's I before E except after C, and sometimes, you know, and so she knew that she had transposed things wrong because it wouldn't be orange. The word had to be orange, all of the letters. And there's this one that is still, and it's like if somebody sees somebody tapping them on the shoulder, somebody on the shoulder, they feel it on their shoulder. Oh, I have to, it's fascinating. You should read about it. It's really interesting. Some people hear sounds instead of seeing numbers. It's just amazing. They believe it's two neuro pathways get crossed in the brain. So that creates the color. Oh, it's just interesting. I'll put the name of it below because I can't say it. I cannot say it. I guess I could have practiced, but I don't do stuff like that. I'm gonna mix it. So I decided just to run the camera. After being sick, I'm just so depressed. It's like I can't get going. I'm tired. I need to start taking my vitamins again. I think that might be some of the problem. So anyway, I put 2 cans of mushroom soup and some milk in there. I've washed this. Look at this. Look at the stocks they give you. That's just awful. You buy it by the pound, and all you buy is just because I don't use the stocks. I only use the stocks if I want to use just the florets because I want it to be a very pretty soup. So I know I'm picky about that. Figure if I'm gonna go to all the trouble of things. But anyway, back to my mental health. It's not so hot. You know, it's not like it's bad, but it's like, you know, like I said, it's rainy, which I would normally love, but I'm not feeling great. It's like, just feels cold to me. And still watching Lost, though. So, again, that's like 2 cans of mushroom soup. I don't know. I don't really measure, you know. I save stickers. I like to know where my vegetables come from. Oh, it sounds stupid, doesn't it? So, maybe it's just the change of the seasons, you know. It's like getting motivated or something. I don't know. See, I'm only on my 4th day of drugs. Now, I either put carrots or red peppers in this soup. Lately, I like the color that the red pepper gives it. And, oh, I was lucky. I got a whole loaf of bread already cut up because I toast a bit of it because this is one of the meals I'll probably be putting in plastic containers, freezing some of it, but giving most of it away. It's nice soup weather, and people will like, a bowl of soup. So I'll put it in plastic containers and take some up the street, and just basically take some over across the street to my neighbor. And go around the corner and give this other lady, she's an older lady. I like how we say older lady. It's like, what am I, 16? So I've just sliced and I'm dicing up the red pepper. Again, I think it gives it a little sweet. I think my daughter prefers the carrots. But there is no recipe I follow because I just kind of invented it. A lot of the food I cook, I invented when the kids were little. They would come home hungry, they'd have a snack, and then they'd want an early cut some of this out. So I think that basically this vlog is just about, I don't know, when you kind of like, lose your groove and get in a funk. I am definitely in a funk. I mean, my hair is up because I need to take a shower. And I just figured, well, I'll cook the soup. And because I like color, now I'm going to use a purple onion. I use about half of one normally. It's all just like, this is not hard to cook. You could use a good cheese if you don't want to use Velveeta. It's just, I don't know, I've always made it with Velveeta. So I just use it. Again, I'm just slicing and chopping up, trying not to cut my finger off. I'm not the swiftest with the knife. So what's going on? So, let's see. Trump is still insulting people and getting higher in the things, the charts. Oops. Hold on. Oh, soup's cooking. So it has 2 cans of mushroom soup, some milk, and some water, broccoli, green peppers, and purple onion. I like the look. And then here's the garlic bread ready to go. I just melt butter and put garlic in it and dab it on with the, I don't know, a brush. I don't know what you call them. And then the cheese is all ready. Good. Very good. I have grease all over my glasses. But the cream's almost, the oil's almost all in. But so I guess I think the gist of this vlog is, like when times just get confusing, I think you just get by. And it doesn't matter what it is. It can be a lot of external forces, or sometimes it's just, I don't know that it's a sadness that takes us over. I think changes of the season tend to throw our biological clock off a little. But yeah, so yesterday I went out and had coffee and I had a pretty good time. But today I'm just tired. So I think, the big part of my day is going to be making the soup, making the garlic bread. And, watching Lost. Still watching Lost. Well, there's 6 seasons. I'm not sure I'm going to watch them all, but I've been enjoying them. I'm telling you, I get lost in Lost. Oh, life and its many wonders, you know. I mean, I don't think that one can be happy all the time in any way, shape, or form. I mean, there's just, no. I just don't think you can be. So, I'm going to go give my soup a stir and actually just put the garlic bread in because it all finishes up pretty quick as soon as I put the Velveeta in. You know, I put handfuls at a time and stir it. And by the time it all melts and starts to cool, done. And a great soup. Easy. I mean, I don't know how I invented it. And I'm not a big cheese freak, and I'm really not that big into Velveeta, but it works good for this. Well, I guess since it's all about being in a funk in soup, I should tell you, I'm stirring in the cheese. That's the hardest part. The garlic bread is going. But the seasonings I use is very simple, just garlic powder and pepper. When I used anything like, you know, like, there's so much salt in things like Velveeta and stuff. I can remember one time I made it, and Carly, I said, throw some garlic powder and pepper in it, and she put salt in it. It was like, whoa, it was so salty. So, anyway, I'm sure some of my funk is from, you know, just being sick. You have to kind of cook the soup on low. Oh, tilt, tilt, tilt. Wobble, wobble, wobble. And stir a lot. It's like making pudding. It bores me. So, maybe I should just say, it's not that I'm not happy. I'm just in a funk. It's like, and what's wrong? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. I mean, do we have to know what's wrong all the time? Sometimes I think it's best just to go with it. I'm gonna stir soup. Well, soup's done. It's done. All the cheese is melted, and it seems just a little too thin, but boy, that cheese, when it just cools down a little bit, thickens it. I turn the garlic bread over because I want it really toasty for dipping. Now, if I only had a salad, I gotta go to Sprouts and get some vegetables. Vegetables and fruit have not been happening this week. Well, you can't have everything. So, if you're in a funk, you'll be okay. Because I'm sure I'll be okay. Probably will be just peachy kino tomorrow. I just decided to, I don't know, kind of take my mind off stuff and film today. Oh, all my old sweaters, I put thumb holes in them. I really like that look. That was totally off the wall. But I did want to film the cheese soup because it's like, so, I mean, again, you know, you just throw in 2 cans of mushroom soup. I'm sure you could use celery or something, but I don't like it. I'm not a big, I'd like to eat raw celery, but I don't really like it cooked that much. I know that sounds weird. So, and milk, and a can of milk, can of water, broccoli, as much as you like, a red pepper or a couple carrots. But if you use carrots, shred them. and I shred carrots also in my black bean soup. And then I like purple onion, any onion. Cook it till it's done, and then cut up the cheese or grate up cheese, throw in cheese and melt it. Voila. It's easy. Oh, and garlic powder and pepper. And if you want something else in it. I just basically taught myself how to cook, and I was lucky that I traveled so much that I, you know, when I'd be in people's kitchens who had lots of spices, I'd smell them to know what to buy. Yeah, I know that sounds strange, but I would go, that's chili. Yeah. And then it just was trial and error for a lot of stuff, and it still is. I mean, I'm always trying to cook something new. I'm not good, though, at Asian cooking. Oh, that's truly an art. It's, it really is. Well, I love you guys. Bye-bye.